I am here. I am here. I am here. Are you? Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome, 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 welcome to Phoenix Free Press. Good evening, everyone. I am here. I am here. I'm going to wait until you get here, until you get a notification to let you know that I am here. If you're seeing me, you're hearing me, I'm coming through loud and clear. Just type hearing, seeing, like the live, share the live, leave a comment, let me know that you are here because I am here. I am up. I am ready. I have some voice notes. We just need to drop this. We just need to drop this. And when I drop it, we need to share it. We need people to get it out there. But I'll give you a chance to let your friends, let our friends know that we are here. And even if, because of the time difference, I'm definitely going to drop the live here and you'll have the opportunity to watch it after. So we'll work with that because it's 1:03 in the morning here, my time. But I am here. Good morning, good night. Good morning, good night, wherever you are. Welcome to Phoenix Free Press with Nikki Phoenix. It's been a while. I think this is my first live for the month of May, I think, or maybe the second one. I tried to do one early up in the month of May, but I was not 100%. And going into the month of May, I was not well. But as I sit here before you, I had a birthday. Okay. I had a great birthday. I had a rain filled birthday. They say when the rain, a lot of rainfall means a lot of blessings, right? So I had a filling, blissful birthday. And I'm giving the Most High God thanks for another year. Um, so many things to do, so many things to talk about, so many things happening. I didn't catch a lot of the news. I have to be very honest, in the last maybe couple of days, week thereabout, because I was in birthday mode. What? Come on, I was in celebration mode. I was even, a lot of the times I might have been out somewhere and I'm saying day 5, day 4, day 3, and I'm doing all these videos for you guys and just not getting a chance to post them. So even today, I was going through my phone and I'm seeing like I have videos saying, oh, 3-day countdown, but that's not on my page because I did it, but I didn't get a chance to put it on the page. So it's time management. It's like, it's a lot. But, it's like when you keep working it, you're going to get a well oiled machine and everything was just going to flow. Okay. That's what we're working towards. So just keep working, just keep pushing at whatever you're doing, whatever you desire to do. Just keep working, just keep pushing, just stay focused no matter what. Just believe in yourself when nobody else in the world believes in you. When everybody think that you're thinking too big or too crazy, or that's not your lane. You need to know what you're capable of doing, not what somebody else tells you that you're capable of doing. You need to know what you're capable of doing. You need to know the lengths that you can go. You need to know your strength. And even if you don't know your strength, you need to test your strength as much as possible and do things. Yeah. So I have some voice notes from Clarevue, Clarevue Mental Hospital in Antigua and Barbuda. You guys know that we've been following this investigation that's happening, or should be happening. Let's say should be happening on behalf of Latifah George, that lost her life while in the care of at Clarevue Mental Hospital, and we've never gotten any proper results or answers. There's always been, you know, even with regards to the lawsuit have numerous letters in the lawsuit, where the lawyer, Wendell Robinson, her family's lawyer, is asking the Commissioner Atlee Rodney for follow-ups. So there are numerous lawyer letters in the document, or in that the claimant file, asking, is there a follow-up? When is the autopsy going to be done? When is this? When is that? So the entire process was delayed. Getting answers to the public has been delayed. And even after a couple of weeks ago, when her autopsy report and the lawsuit was made public, and I attended the post-cabinet press briefing, I did ask Ambassador Max Hurst about that. And he gave an answer where he said that once the case is in the courts, they do not discuss it, and blah, blah, blah. But since Latifah's passing, and especially since Danny Thomas, her fiance, has been so vocal about the situation, he's been, persistent, he's been on it, he's been bold, he's not allowed any form of intimidation to silence him on the matter. People are getting, the guts to speak, and we want to secure them. I mean, I want to secure them, Danny wants to secure them, people in general want to know what's going on. We want to hear, as they would say, from quote quote unquote the horse's mouth. We want to hear what people have to say, and the voice notes that I'm going to play tonight, I had to disguise the voices. And there's certain information there that I had to remove, like when the person is speaking, so that, if they're doing their investigations, they can't say, oh, well, they said this, they said that. And those easy pinpoint areas can, mess our source up. So we don't want to mess our sources up. We always want to protect our sources. So I'm going to play these voice notes for you. I know that Danny is there. I have to send him the link to join the live, because these these voice notes, I know that Danny would want to expound on them, and say what's been going on, how he's been feeling um through the entire situation, you know any updates, just speaking his truth. So guys, I'm giving you some time to share the live, and I'm taking the opportunity to copy the link to send it to Danny. I just went into my WhatsApp and I see a message from somebody from Antigua, and the message says, it's not nice, It says, just got back from Stinky St. John's. I haven't even gone further into the message, and that's what it's saying. And I mean, the SIDS conference and St. John's and everything that's happening. But, yeah, but yeah. So Danny, I sent you the link. I sent Danny the link. Um, yeah. So I really want us to just share these voice notes, and when we put them out there, I would like you to let people know about them. Also, leave your comments, suggestions, questions. Just let's interact. The other thing that I find too is that a lot of the issues that are happening, we just speak about them for a few days, and then that's it. We, like they say, 9 days talking. But the family still are grieving. Latifah is no longer here. Her fiance, Danny, thinks about her every day, whether he sees something for her, sees something around the house, or a memory, something. Her mother and father, I mean, that's their only child. Her friends, individuals, like people who knew her, those individuals who were right there before she took her last breath, the individuals at Clarevue, the nurses, Dr. James King, Sir Marlon Joseph, all these individuals who connected to her in some way and had some form of role that they played, whether in the lack of attention and care for her and for her life, or the care and attention and love and admiration that she received. So there are many individuals that still need answers, and even for myself, I'm now, I'm in this, as in, this is personal. I feel so close about this. I feel so close to the whole situation. I feel like Danny and I are like, real brethren, brothers and sisters, you know, brother and sister. We don't have twins, do we? Yeah, and it's just very painful to see that numerous situations are happening. Like even for my birthday, I got a message from Wanisha. Remember Wanisha? We did an interview with her, Wendy Abbott's daughter, Wendy Abbott, that went into the hospital at Mount St. John's to do a surgery for gallstone, I think it was, and she passed. And her young daughter, who was 20 something, is 20 something, that has a unique disease and lost her mom. And you know but we're still accepting more. We're just taking it. We're not pulling the plug. We're not putting a stop to the nonsense. We're not, letting our voices be heard loud enough for these key situations. The frivolous things, I mean, we're loud. We're super loud. The unimportant things, we invest so much energy and time and effort. But the real issues, the real things, you know, we're not spending much time. But let's jump into this one. So, guys, again, if you're just joining us, I had to disguise the voice, and I had to, kind of take out key information, but I do have the original just to ensure that we are on the same page. Hold on.
Things I see happening in Clarevue. That just goes to nothing. We watch patients get beaten by things.
Wait, let me go again. Let me go again. Drop your comments. Let me know that you're here and share the live.
One of the things I see happening in Clarevue. That just goes to nothing. We watch patients get beaten by staff. We watch one patient face swell up until he couldn't even move, ribs and so damaged from being beaten by a staff because the patient didn't want to do something for him. And it all went onto the carpet. You see that Dr. King Day? You see when God ready for him? You see when God ready for Dr. King? I hope you ready for when the Father shut in the gate and send you straight to the pit of hell. Because all of them in the wicked. I've sit down in that place and watch patients every day doing workers' work while workers sit on their ass. I sit down in Clarevue every day and watch so much things. And one of the things I see happen in Clarevue, that just goes to nothing. We watch patients get beaten by staff. We watch one patient face swell up until he couldn't even move, ribs and so damaged from being beaten by a staff because the patient didn't want to do something for him. And it all went onto the carpet. You see that Dr. King Day? You see when God ready for him? You see when God ready for Dr. King? I hope you ready for when the Father shut in the gate and send you straight to the pit of hell. Because all of them in the wicked. I've sit down in that place and watch patients every day doing workers' work while workers sit on their ass. I sit down in Clarevue every day and watch so much things. And one of the
Should I play it again? I want to play it again, man. I want to play it again. A patient, you heard that, and the person said to sit down in Clearview. So I'm not, this is not an individual that is saying that they watched through a keyhole, they heard somebody said that somebody said that somebody said. Mm-mm. Let's listen again.
I see happening Clarevue. That just goes to nothing. We watch patients get beaten by staff. We watch one patient face swell up until he couldn't even move, ribs and so damaged from being beaten by a staff because the patient didn't want to do something for him. And it all went onto the carpet. You see that Dr. King Day? You see when God ready for he? You see when God ready for Dr. King? I hope he ready for when the Father shut in the gate and send him straight to the pit of hell. Because all of them in the wicked. I've sit down in that place and watch patients every day doing workers' work while workers sit on their ass. I sit down in Clarevue every day and watch so much things. And you know,
All right, let me give you another one.
none about the patients and them. None whatsoever. Mulwin came in there just the other day and he came in to one particular person, and that's June. And he drove around and he didn't even come out. You know when your fiance dead, at the first time Malwin ever put his foot in the crazy house? Did you know that? So me tell you, you making that step, I just want way for other people that will go through them kind of things there to stand out.
You know, girl, these voice notes are not from yesteryear. Oh, really? I don't know what's happening there, Tavina. But I try to share it. If you can help me share, guys, if you can just share the live on your page. Because I just shared the Lady Nikki Phoenix and I shared the Free Press 268. So I do apologize about that. I'm not sure why you're not seeing it. So, guys, share it for me, please. Thank you. Blessings, my darlings. So, please share for me. I'm going to play that first voice note again if you're just joining us and you didn't get a chance to catch it. But these are not voice notes that is a month old. This is not voice notes that is 3 weeks old. Guys, remember, I had to heal. Still healing, but shall we continue? Yeah. All right. Let's go back to the first one for the benefit of those who might have just joined us.
One of the things I see happening Clarevue, that just goes to nothing. We watch patients get beaten by staff. We watch one patient face swell up until he couldn't even move, ribs and so damaged from being beaten by a staff because the patient didn't want to do something for him. And it all went onto the carpet. You see that Dr. King Day? You see when God ready for he? You see when God ready for Dr. King? I hope he ready for when the Father shut in the gate and send him straight to the pit of hell. Because all of them in the wicked. I've sit down in that place and watch patients every day doing workers' work while workers sit on their ass. I sit down in Clarevue every day and watch so much things. And you know, none about the patients and them. None whatsoever. Mulwin came in there just the other day and he came in to one particular person, and that's June. And he drove around and he didn't even come out. You know when your fiance dead, at the first time Malwin ever put his foot in the crazy house? Did you know that? So may I tell you, you making that step are just one way for other people that will go through them kind of things there to stand out.
Listen to this one.
Look on the matron, she gone overseas. I'ma tell you, she overseas. Everything them put on the superintendent when the superintendent is responsible for her staff. The medical team is run by Dr. King and the matron and the deputy matron. You hear me? And everything that happened in there, then no. Once if I mind one staff business and mind who the staff are for and who for business they want for inner their inner. But when it comes to the patient's business, they don't know nothing. They don't know nothing. Danny, look on the matron, she gone overseas. I'ma tell you, she overseas. Everything them put on the superintendent when the superintendent is responsible for her staff. The medical team is run by Dr. King and the matron and the deputy matron. You hear me? And everything that happened in there, then no. Once if I mind one staff business and mind who the staff are for and who for business they want for inner their inner. But when it comes to the patient's business, they don't know nothing. They don't know nothing. Danny, her daughter flight in because apparently her daughter lives overseas. She had to send them barrel on top of barrel for the woman. And you know what the workers did? They share it among themselves. So when the lady pop up, the lady asks where are her mother's things up till this day. And this is why I'm upset with that daughter. She should have never let it rest. You know, she took her mother from Clarevue and she took her mother to a home where her mother was properly treated. Hot tea, me say, Danny, hot tea, porridge and breakfast. And this lady hands shake, crazy shake. And if it
Mm. All right. So listen to this one. This one is a bit longer.
I I listened to the talkings on the compound, and from what I understand from a cleaner that works there, she said the morning a trainee went to assist the young lady, and one of the worker, go by the name of Bonnie Wade, she ended up pulling the girl and I said, oh, I saw her do it here, and I saw her do it here. I was never on the compound, I was off the compound. But hearing about the situation, a good friend of mine was telling me what transpired. So I said, but how then did they run up the man picking like a that? No. They said, well, the nurse itself dragged the girl from the trainee's hand. The girl neck end up and must have broke her. She had knocked the concrete. She made her last breath in the nurse that pulled her hand. But you see, God now see it now. God now see because you see that same young lady that dead, she can make all of them happy. She can make all of them happy because there is so much things that's carrying on in Clarevue that just goes under, and it takes a real person to stand up. I'm glad they turn up. Me glad when I hear about me on the news that y'all suing them, I see them. I said the bad word, yes. I said, Mr. Father, forgive me for saying so, but I'm glad that somebody really had common sense for put them to them place. You see what the matron do? She fly out. She's not an island. So the deputy matron left with her. That's just where I realized CID kept coming there, kept coming there. They even coming to ask me about who worked the shift, the night, and what's not and what's not. I said to him, well, you can't ask me no information because not knowing now when they call this nurse, the same young lady tell me when they call Nurse Simon and tell Nurse Simon, the young lady in the damage, or the young lady, they calling out to her to assist them with the young lady. Her response was, make she wait like everybody else because she do something. Then they came out nobody in day. In Clarevue, patients wash patients' skin. Patients feed patients. Patients clean the compound. Patients carry food. There is a lot that's going on in that place and nobody is willing to talk. You see me? And me glad you turn up and not give up. I could have the last boxers for your bottom. Don't give up. They're too wicked in there. They're wicked in there. And the time, full time somebody may put them in them place. I I listened to the talkings on the compound. And from what I understand from a cleaner that works there, she said the morning a trainee went to assist the young lady, and one of the worker, go by the name of Bonnie Wade, she ended up pulling the girl and I said, I saw her do it here, I saw her do it here. I was never on the compound, I was off the compound. But hearing about the situation, a good friend of mine was telling me what transpired. So I said, but how then did they rock up the man picking like a that? No. They say, while the nurse itself dragged the girl from the trainee's hand, the girl neck end up and must have broke her. She had knocked the concrete. She made her last breath in the nurse that pulled her hand. But you see, God now sleep now. God now sleep because you see that same young lady that dead, she can make all of them happy. She can make all of them happy because there is so much things that's carrying on in Clarevue that just goes under, and it takes a real person to stand up. I'm me glad they turn up. Me glad when I hear on the news that y'all suing them, I see them. I said the bad word, yes. I said, Mr. Father, forgive me for saying so, but I'm glad that somebody really had common sense for put them to them places. So what the matron do, she fly out. She's not an island. So the deputy matron left with her. That's just where I realized CID kept coming there, kept coming there. They even coming to ask me about who worked the shift, the night, and what's not and what's not. I said to him, well, you can't ask me no information because not knowing now when they call this nurse, the same young lady tell me when they call Nurse Simon and tell Nurse Simon, the young lady in the damage, or the young lady, they calling out to her to assist them with the young lady. Her response was, make she wait like everybody else because she do something. Then they came out nobody in day. In Clarevue, patients wash patients' skin. Patients feed patients. Patients clean the compound. Patients carry food. There is a lot that's going on in that place and nobody is willing to talk. You see me? And me glad you turn up and not give up. I could have the last boxers for your bottom. Don't give up. They're too wicked in there. They're wicked in there. And the time, full time somebody may put them in them place.
Are you guys hearing this? Like, did you hear and not seeing your comments and not knowing if you're hearing and seeing? Are you hearing? Are you seeing? Are you hearing? You gotta leave a comment. Let me know. Are you hearing? Are you seeing? She said patients in Clarevue are washing other patients' skin. Patients in Clarevue feeding other patients in Clarevue. Patients in Clarevue cleaning the compound of Clarevue. Patients carrying food for other for people or the workers, or patients serving food to other patients. I played one of the voice notes where a patient was beaten by a staff because he didn't want to do something that the staff wants him to do. Now, that comment where it was said in the voice note about the nurse, the story was relayed to this person. The cleaner was relaying the story to this person, and the cleaner said that this happened where the person pulled Latifah from the trainee, and Latifah, whether the neck made a sound or her head hit the concrete. I don't know if you have a copy or got a copy of the autopsy report or heard much from the autopsy report. But from Latifah's autopsy report that I'm looking at right now, from Latifah's autopsy report, from the examination for the head, brain, spinal cord, organs of special sense, it says there was a right frontal area subgaleal, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, hematoma measuring 4 by 3 by 1.5. It says full thickness of the scalp and adherent to the skull, suggestive of blunt trauma to the head. There were no skull fractures. There were no tumors, no areas of hemorrhage. You heard that voice note I played? You remember when we were reading the report that Dr. James King put together? I was just looking for that one in my phone. I'm going to get a copy of it again. In that same report, even when I think Elisha George had, let me find that one for you. Let me find that. Latifah George. The report is by Elisha George of Observer. Had done an audio of it. Let's hear it from what had come out. Hold on. What's wrong with these people? Huh? And we walking around smiling and behaving like everything all nice and dandy, and we just bombarding Facebook with a bunch of trash. Huh? Listen, listen.
Policeman found dead in his home in Dominica, and internationally, Hawaii Attorney General subpoenas three Maui agencies over their response to the August wildfire. These and more stories coming up. Good morning, I'm Alicia George, and you're listening to the Big Story, second morning edition on Observer Radio News Talk 911. Newsco has been able to obtain a copy of a report of the moments before 27-year-old Latifah George died while in the care of Clarevue Psychiatric Hospital. The incident report, signed by Clarevue's medical superintendent, Dr. James King, and submitted to health chiefs and other government officials, raises concerns over the apparent rough handling of a listless George on the morning of her death by inexperienced staff who, the report claims, pulled her up by the arms without supporting her neck. One student nurse present reported seeing George's head fall backwards and hearing a creak which emanated from her neck. The patient then started gasping and froth was seen coming from her mouth, whereupon she became unresponsive, the report states. The 8-page document also contains a damning litany of complaints by senior Clarevue staff who say the facility is dysfunctional and an unpleasant and demoralizing environment in which to work. It alleges years of neglect by government. The health minister admitted he hadn't read the document, which he confirmed he had received on Monday night, and dodged questions over the state of the dilapidated institution. When asked if he had concerns over Clarevue staff's long running gripes, Sir Malwyn Joseph responded that what is of concern is how the report made its way into the public's hands. He went on to query the veracity of the report's content, concluding that it would be premature for him to respond. Observer has also seen a copy of a petition dated June 12, 2023, and signed by 113 of the psychiatric hospital staff, which was apparently sent to Sir Malwyn, along with the Prime Minister and several other high ranking officials several months ago. It cites multiple safety and security worries, including the unauthorized entry of members of the public into the compound, the absence of defensive equipment for staff to protect themselves in an emergency.
Yes. You guys get that? Now there's something else, and again, nothing before its time and everything right on time, I would say. But this autopsy report, it had mentioned in the news saying having reason to believe that death may have been accelerated by poison. So this is Latifah George's autopsy report. And it says, having reason to believe that death may have been accelerated by poison or chemicals, I have placed the following substances in separate sealed containers, which I have handed to number 64, right, for transmission. Yeah, transmission to the government analyst. Blood and urine taken for prescription drug levels and handed to number 64, right. This autopsy was done, let me go back to the date. We're in May. Let me tell you the date this was done. There have been times I think where they took her out to do the autopsy and then something happened and maybe they had to put her back in. So I'm trying to find the exact date that is said on the letter because it's on the report. They're practically 2 different days, but let's say it's in February. I want to make sure. And this blood and urine sample has been given, and there's no results on that as yet. Her blood and urine sample. All right. So it's saying here February 9th, 2024 at 10 a.m. That's what it's saying here. Let's play that voice note again. And this voice note, I shouldn't have to give you more details. You'll hear everything in it.
I I listened to the talkings on the compound, and from what I understand from a cleaner that works there, she said the morning a trainee went to assist the young lady, and one of the worker, go by the name of Bonnie Wade, she ended up pulling the girl and they say, no, so I do it here, no, so I do it here. I was never on the compound, I was off the compound. But hearing about the situation, a good friend of mine was telling me what transpired. So I said, but how then did they rock up the man picking like a that? No. They say, well, the nurse itself dragged the girl from the trainee's hand. The girl neck end up and must have broke her. She had knocked the concrete. She made her last breath in the nurse that pulled her hand. But you see, God not sleep now. God not sleep because you see that same young lady that dead, she could make all of them happy. She could make all of them happy because there is so much things that's carrying on in Clarevue that just goes under, and it takes a real person to stand up. I'm glad they turn up. Me glad when I hear about me on the news that y'all suing them, I see them. I said the bad word, yes. I said, Mr. Father, forgive me for saying so, but I'm glad that somebody really had common sense for put them to them places. So what the matron do, she fly out. She's not on island. So the deputy matron left with her. That's just what I realized. See, they kept coming there, kept coming there. They even coming to ask me about who worked the shift, the night, and what's not and what's not. I said to him, well, you can't ask me no information because not knowing now when they call this nurse, the same young lady tell me when they call Nurse Simon and tell Nurse Simon the young lady in the damage. Or the young lady, they're calling out to her to assist them with the young lady. Her response was, make she wait like everybody else because she do something. Then they came out nobody in day. In Clarevue, patients wash patients' skin. Patients feed patients. Patients clean the compound. Patients carry food. There is a lot that's going on in that place and nobody is willing to talk. You see me? And me glad you turn up and not give up. I could have the last boxes for your bottom. Don't give up. They're too wicked in there. They're wicked in there. And the time, full time somebody mean put them in them place.
Where is Danny? I need Danny to jump in. I sent Danny the link. I need Danny to jump in. Patients washing other patients' skin in Clarevue. Now, if you're just joining this live, this is not an individual that is on the outside of Clarevue peeping in on a keyhole. Let's just clarify. And also, let's also clarify that's not the actual voice of the person. I had to change the voice. I tried doing the chipmunk's voice and all the others, and I really couldn't hear it myself, and I just didn't want to put you through that stress. So I did this voiceover this way, this disguising of the voice this way. Patients washing other patient's skin at Clarevue Mental Hospital. We're talking about, yeah. Patients carrying food. I have heard reports of patients actually going outside of the compound to run errands, like outside of Clarevue compound to run errands. They're actually cleaning the compound, feeding other patients, bathing other patients. So, what exactly happened when Latifa was at Clarevue? What exactly happened? What exactly happened in those days? From the day that she went into Clarevue to the day that she died, what happened? I actually did a document where I broke down in detail all the medical terminologies. I had them broken, have them broken down. I'm trying to find the file as I'm speaking with you so that I can share her autopsy report so you can have a deeper understanding or a deeper idea. Where it was talking about green mucus on her lungs. How do you develop green mucus on your lungs if you're not being treated? You're in a facility to be treated. Yeah? You're in a facility to be treated. This matron is now overseas. Hmm. Matron overseas. Okay. Yes. The thorax and contents. There was thick green mucus within both tracheobronchi. Yes, like the was it here? Not exactly your windpipe. Like if you get bronchitis, the bronchial. I'm not pronouncing it correctly. It's saying here the heart showed no gross abnormalities where it weighed fine. The abdominal organs were fine. I'm trying to find where the liver also. Man, Danny is here. Danny, Danny is here.
You can hear me,
Danny,
Nikki?
I can hear you now.
Hi,
Danny,
night,
evening, Danny.
night,
How are
Nikki,
you?
night. I'm good.
You
I'm
know,
good.
I have to let everyone know that I got these voice notes through you. Someone trusted you, and we had to find the safest way to share them.
Mm.
That's it, Savina. So, Danny, give us an update from I guess you and I have been talking a lot, so I'm not sure from the latest update or the last update we've given the audience, our audience. But I'd want you to go from when the autopsy report came out, and even if there's anything before that, because I don't think we did an interview even after Latifa's funeral. So we can go there, and then we'll talk about what's happening at Clarevue and all this information that's coming to you and stuff.
Yeah, Nikki, let me explain something to you, right? Birds of a feather flock together. You can hear me good, right?
Of course.
Birds of a feather flock together. Clearview and its workers, right, know that there has somebody in a high position to protect them, right? Now, no if, but now maybe. They know there has somebody in a high position protecting them. So they feel comfortable to do people pick me, people daughter, people son, people nieces, people nephews as them please, knowing that nothing will come out of it because there has somebody to protect them, right? Because remember when I came up first and I said they knew exactly what happened to Latifa. You see,
I
everything
remember.
will come to light slowly but surely. I
Hmm.
told you, Nikki, they know, and anything that me say come from my mouth. Latifa died right in Bonnie Wade's hand. Latifa died right in Bonnie Wade's hand. Anything that I'm saying is coming from my mouth, not Nikki's mouth, right? How Latifa end up in the Bonnie Wade hand? The student nurse was helping Latifa, and Bonnie Wayne saw that and come and jag Latifa from the student nurse and said to her, and so I do things up here. While she jagging Latifa from the student nurse, that the one whatever happened, Latifa head hit the concrete. And Latifa take her last breath in the Bonnie Wayne's hand. Right? That student nurse ran to go and get help from nurse M. And what nurse M said, oh, make she wait just like everybody else because she do something, she busy. Now you tell me, you think them kind of people they can see God face? Them people they cannot see God face, Nikki, because if I wasn't the person that the faith to speak out, God knows where this would reach. If I wouldn't they speak out so much, you think it would reach anyway?
Hmm.
It would not because they know they have somebody in a high position to cover them up. They know that. They know that. Bonnie is a mother. She's a mother. A lot of them nurses up there are mothers, I'm sure, and them are the people, kids, wicked. You tell me, you go to a facility for help, and they how you wash other patient's skin. That how you clean the that the right. That is not right. Me the kill nobody, so that the right. More we need to be fired from Clarevue. Not even from Clarevue, he need to be just fired in general. Send him home. Send him home. Because remember he came on press briefing, was like, oh, she's part of my family too, and I'm interested to see what the autopsy result was saying. Nikki, that BS of a report Dr. King wrote, right? They didn't expect it to come out to the public. They never expect the public to get a copy of it. It was supposed to be between Dr. King, Mulwin, and the rest birds of a feather. That's the way it's supposed to be between. They never expect it was to get in the hands of the public. You heard the remarks he made? He didn't really
Yeah.
care about what's on it. He just wanted to know how did it get to the public.
Yep, I remember that.
No, you believe that you believe a person like that has good intentions. He don't have no good intentions. The need he over healthcare. We do not need someone like him over healthcare. We do not. Because
Did
if you
he
can come on national,
go ahead when you finish? When you finish.
if you can come on live TV and lie to people talking about you up at Clearview a lot, then workers are saying plain, oh, you don't come up there so they up there for years and only one time they ever saw you came up there. And it's when Latifa died. And sometime last week he was up there.
So, Danny, I was going to ask you, did he attend Latifah's funeral? Danny?
I didn't hear that,
Danny,
Nikki. You stopped a while ago.
sorry, I was asking you if did Sir Malwin Joseph attended Latifah's funeral?
Nope. Man say plain out he nah come no way.
What?
The man say plain out he nah come no way.
You're saying it is alleged that he said he's not coming anywhere?
The man say plain out he nah come no way.
I know you told me since he said it.
You know why he didn't go, Nikki? You
Why?
know why he didn't go? Let me explain this to everybody so people understand. His intention was to go to Latifah parents, sweet them up, manipulate them to let everything slide. Try to offer them money to help pay for whatever. Now, because they refused to take his little bread from him, he said, "Oh, he now come with it." Now, you tell me, does that seem like he had intentions, good intentions from day one? He didn't. He didn't. Me, one man like me would have chop his spanny when he come for me, yeah, Nikki, honestly speaking. No, seriously, I would have chosen piss on him. You know why I'm gonna chop his spanny?
I
When
know.
she was up there and they went to you for help, go your yard, you drive past them and say, "Oh, I will call you." They never hear from you. When she was up there, the mom was calling you. They couldn't get you, right? What argument even escalated between the matron, the male, the female, the head matron, I forgot what she name. She and Latifah mom. And know what she stated? Nobody can fire me and send me home because a Morwin bring me here. Right? Morwin bring me here. They will try to get in contact with Morwin and can't get it. When Latifah died, they still couldn't get in contact with him, Nikki. You see, as soon as he hear everything on the news about lawyer involved, that is when he reached to their yard with his intention, knowing what he's gonna do.
Mhm. Well,
Anybody can call me anything.
some extent, to some extent, it worked because the lawsuit doesn't name him, and he's the minister of
Yeah,
health, and
he
he's
didn't name him. Yo, so
him.
much people name supposed upon that lawsuit, right? You know, as I'm telling Nikki, you know why they're not speaking at Clarevue? Because they know somebody will protect them. They know they have somebody in a high position to protect them. And I know if but now maybe. Now you tell me, police went up there, CID went up there, and I was asking who worked that shift, and nobody can give an answer who worked that shift. No, they're supposed to go and ask for the logbook of who worked that shift to see who in the book that worked that shift.
Exactly.
Why would you take, oh, I don't know who worked that shift? Something the
Mhm.
right day. No.
You
Something the
know,
right day.
as you're talking and we mentioned Dr. James King, I went and pulled up Dr. James King's report, and Dr. James King, in of himself, said in this report here
Mm-hmm.
when he had to report on Latifah and what was happening, he wrote a whole epistle before speaking on Latifah. And he says here,
Mm-hmm.
Clarevue is a culture and a society in and of itself unlike any other. It is most dysfunctional. It has been an unpleasant and demoralizing environment for most of us to work in, caused by years of stigmatization, neglect, and employing and maintaining individuals and staff not suitable to work at the institution. Further, it
Mm-hmm.
has the reputation of being the place the Ministry of Health banishes problematic staff from other departments as punishment or as the easiest solution preferable to terminating the transferees from the government service. A deeply toxic environment has developed over the years, which has led to entrenched and unhealthy levels of disrespect and indifference to one's job. The contempt some show for those in authority is palpable and infectious. These same problematic individuals continue their maladaptive behaviors upon their arrival to Clarevue. They in turn then undermine and bypass the administration by going to the ministry to tell tales whenever reprimanded or issued warning letters. They openly state they have people in high places, referencing the minister and the pews.
Oh,
No one
oh,
of you can tell them what to do. Yeah.
look at that one, oh. Look at that one, oh.
I just had
Eh?
to
So you see,
I just had to pull it out. Dr. James King said
so
this in
so
this.
you
He
see,
doesn't
so
remember.
you see, I'm not lying, right?
But even the voice note we played not line, which I'm going to play again.
And Nikki, didn't I tell you that before I get the voice note? Didn't I tell you that before the report came out?
Yes,
Didn't
you
I
did.
tell you those things before? I told you. But
Yeah.
tell you, they know that they have somebody in a high position a cover for them, a protect them so they feel comfortable cheating people, children like dogs.
My question is,
Nikki,
where are the family members of the patients at Clarevue? Like those individuals who have patients, who have a family member at Clarevue. When last you
yes,
were
thank you.
there, since this whole situation happened with Latifa, when last these individuals went to check on their family members? How often? What's the state? What's the condition of the place?
Nikki, honestly speaking, since this situation, and I've been so vocal about it, right? I've seen people messaging me, explaining to me about their situation, right? If you so want people to understand what happened to your family member, why don't you come on Nikki's platform and explain your situation?
Mhm.
You can't they come and telling me for your sister went up there and died up there in 2017 because she eat, went to sleep, and then say she choked in she sleep and she food. That the sound right?
Hmm.
That the sound right at all? And I'd allow those things to be brushed under the table. No,
But
Nikki, let me tell you something, right?
yeah,
Me need to understand this. You see me? Me will be happy in a jail, speaking the truth and know it's the truth. Then for be out here knowing the truth and be afraid to speak the truth.
true, true.
You understand? I'm gonna tell you, none of them can do me nothing for talk the truth. None of them, Win, none of them can do me nothing for talk the truth. Cause of how I feel it's the truth. The truth that always set you free. Nikki,
Yeah.
be honest with me, right? Be honest with me. If I didn't went on ZDK and see there's evil and wicked people in high places, you think you would do the press brief in the next day?
No, and it's not there. You say
You
it
think
is
you would
on
have done
here.
the press brief in the next day?
It's, no, it's when you and I were doing the live. That's the same live video that he watched and clicked like.
Oh,
That's the same video about Latifah's situation when everything had happened, and then maybe a couple of days after he called the press briefing, the press conference. You
yes,
know, with just two journalists, and he still couldn't answer questions. He still can't answer questions till now. I see a comment
Nikki.
here that's asking, has the young lady been buried? I know she has been, but when was Latifa buried?
Latifah was buried. Oh, I don't even remember the date, Nikki. Honestly speaking,
Is
I
it
so much
February
in my
or
head
March?
right now for see.
Maybe
Yeah, but
February or
thinking in
March.
February. Yeah,
February or March. But yeah, it can be easy. If you guys just joining us and you haven't heard these voice notes, again, I had to disguise the voice and I had to take out some key information to protect our sources. So one second,
yeah.
let me know you listen to this.
One of the things I see happening clear view that just goes to nothing. We watch patients get beaten by staff. We watch one patient face swell up until he couldn't even move, ribs and so damaged from being beaten by a staff because the patient didn't want to do something for him. And it all went onto the carpet. You see that Dr. King Day? You see when God ready for him? This when God ready for Dr. King. I hope he ready for when the father shut in the gate and send him straight to the pit of hell. Because all of them in the wicked. I've sit down in that place and watch patients every day doing workers' work while workers sit on their ass. I sit down in Clarevue every day and watch so much things. And you know,
I have another. I have a few more here.
none of them care about the patients and them. None whatsoever. Malwin came in there just the other day and he came in to one particular person, and that's June. And he drove around and he didn't even come out. You know when your fiance dead, at the first time Malwin ever put his foot in the crazy house? Did you know that? So may I tell you, you making that step, I just want way for other people that will go through them kind of things there to stand out.
Another one here.
Look on the matron, she gone overseas. I'ma tell you, she overseas. Everything them a put on the superintendent. When the superintendent is responsible for her staff, the medical team is run by Dr. King and the matron and the deputy matron. You hear me? And everything that happened in there, then no. Once if I mind one staff business and mind who the staff are for and who for business they want for inner they inner. But when it comes to the patient's business, they don't know nothing. They don't know nothing. Danny,
There's this one here. Did I do that one? Hold on. 1, 2, 3. Danny,
Nikki.
you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
How you
I'm
been
here.
feeling? How you been feeling as this and these information coming to you, and more information coming to light? And how are you feeling? How you been? What you thinking is the next move or the next
Nikki,
plan?
I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked and I'm not surprised. I'm not shocked one bit and I'm not surprised. Because as I tell you, Nikki, they know exactly what happened. They know exactly what happened to Latifa. Right? But you see, God and patience
Hmm.
is a very good combination, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
They feel so comfortable that they believe, oh, okay, then, yeah, government not gonna make nothing happen to her. But Nikki, think about this. If Latifa was a child of a politician, you think somebody would have done in a handcuff.
Yeah. Yep.
Somebody would have done get held accountable. May I tell you, it's not right to see people who go to that place for help and them a kill off the people and them. You hear the
Yeah.
word me use kill off, but now say died in there. Kill off the people and them. Because that thief is not the first and the only person that died in there. But me gonna make sure them cheat people pick me better. Cause it not gonna happen to nobody else again, Nikki. It's not right.
I want to share. I want to share from this lawsuit. I don't know how many people got a copy of the lawsuit, but I want to share the particulars of the negligence towards
Mm-hmm.
Latifa. It says leaving the deceased abandoned at the women's detention area of the said hospital, administering poison or overdose of drugs or medication when it was not appropriate and or safe to do so, failure by the police to conduct any meaningful or properly and timely investigation, failure by the Clarevue Hospital to account for injuries on the body of the deceased as noted by the pathologist, having regard to the fact that the pathologist had reasons to believe that the death may have been accelerated by poison or chemicals and provided substances of blood and urine to the police for analysis to be concluded. To date, nothing was done. Failure to the police to conduct proper and thorough investigations with the reasonable promptitude required. Failure by the hospital and or the Ministry of Health to conduct a timely and proper investigation despite public assurances that he said ministry, or maybe it meant the said ministry would do so. This is again, these are the particulars in the failure of negligence of particulars in the lawsuit for Latifah George. Failure to exercise the special skills expected by doctors, nurses, and staff at the Clarevue Hospital. There is sufficient degree of proximity and foreseeability of harm between the claimants, the deceased, and the defendants, and the first named defendant owned a duty of care which was breached, which of course is the hospital. The
Mm-hmm.
claimants suffered shock, loss, grief, and distress as a result of the negligence of the first named defendant, Clarevue Hospital, their servants and their agents, and suffered damages as a result of the negligence of the Commissioner of Police or his servants or agents. So the claimants are claiming one or A, damages including pain, suffering, aggravated, exemplary, and punitive damages to be assessed. B, general damages to be assessed. C, interest in accordance with CPR 2023 edition. D, interests. E, costs. And F, such other reliefs or relief as the court deems justifiable. Dated 1st of May 2024, signed by Wendell G. Alexander Esquire, legal practitioner for the claimant. I have some letters here from Wendell Robinson writing to the Commissioner of Police and asking for various follow-ups. In all the documents in the lawsuit, sorry, he actually put copies of different documents and letters and so on that they
Mm-hmm.
might have sent, and even like Latifah's death certificate. I'm looking at here. I have it on my laptop too, but it's easier on the phone. Hmm. There's a letter here. She died November. No, sorry, October, yeah? And there's a letter here to the Chief Magistrate on the 29th of November 2023. Dear Chief Magistrate, I write to you in respect of the family of Miss Latifah George of Jennings. Mistress Norma George, mother of the deceased, is quite anxious to bring closure to this mysterious death of her daughter, which apparently occurred at the Clarevue Hospital on 30th of October 2023. To date, there appears to be no answer forthcoming and no autopsy has been performed on the body. The matter apparently is being investigated by the junior CID officer, and no medical report is yet available from the doctor. There appears to be many unanswered queries, and despite making several phone calls, the investigations are moving in slow march pace. This case is a cause celebre in the making, and it may well be that, given the whole bizarre circumstances, extreme scrutiny are careful, objective investigations, and I guess he meant and careful, objective investigations have to be employed. And that's from Mr. Wendell Robinson. Atlee Rodney, 20th of November 2023. Dear Commissioner, we act as attorney at law for and on behalf of the family of Miss Latifah George of Jennings Village. Our instructions are that Miss Norma George, who is the mother of Latifah, who is now deceased, went to carry snacks and water for her daughter to only find out she is sleeping. We write to you, dear Commissioner, in regard to the untimely death of Latifah George of Jennings. Her family is without answers and is seeking insights into her death at the Clarevue Hospital. Please provide feedback on the matter at your earliest convenience. Man, like Wendell need me to be his secretary, man. Wendell said as your earliest convenience. Is anybody proofreading Wendell letters? Are gonna send him a voice note. You hear, Danny?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna send Wendell a voice note because yeah. But you're hearing these letters, they've been following up. They've been following up, trying to get information, trying to know
Leaky,
what's on, asking questions.
leaky, leaky. Birds of a feather flock together. When Latifah mom called the CID, the investigating officer, he said all he had class for go. So he hand it over to another officer. Now, does that sound like they were interested? I tell you, no, birds of a feather flock together. No. Nikki,
Mhm.
how long was the autopsy done? And how long when they took to get it?
Yeah,
Hmm?
he got it in
Think
April.
about what I'm saying.
Because when I got it from him, he'd only gotten it like a couple of days ago or days before I got it from him. Cause look too, you
They
see
were
him
trying their best.
yeah, go ahead. When you finish. Sorry, go ahead.
They they were trying their best to delay that as long as possible. I am telling you. Then they want the truth come out more when any minions in them do not want the truth to come out.
Danny, your phone.
They don't want the truth to come out. So all them act like a well, we need to know what happened because something went wrong. Trust me. Then they want the
Hmm.
truth to come out.
Hmm. This letter here, this lawsuit was filed on
You
the
can hear me,
first.
Nikki?
Yes, I can hear you now. This lawsuit, I was saying that this lawsuit was filed on the 1st of May, 2024. Latifa died the 30th of October,
Nikki,
2023. Can you hear me, Danny? I can hear you. Danny, can you hear me? I got a wave, but he's not on the video. Danny, I don't know what happened. I can hear him. I can hear the crickets, actually. I don't know what's going on. Danny, can you hear me? Well, I'll keep reading. We'll hear him. So the lawsuit was filed on the 1st of May, 2024. Latifa died on the 30th of October, 2023. And I'm seeing a letter here that is in the lawsuit. Um, the lawyer Wendell Robinson actually wrote this letter or sent this letter on the 9th of April, 2024. And it's to Mr. Atlee Rodney. It says, Dear Commissioner, the subject is urgent request for update on investigation and forensic analysis regarding the death of Latifah George. This is the 9th of April, 9th of April 2024. After everything, after the press conference, after everything, she's already been buried. 9th of April, I think Danny dropped out. The subject again, urgent request for updated investigation and forensic analysis regarding the death of Latifah George. We write on behalf of the family of 27-year-old Latifah George, who met her untimely death while a patient at Clarevue Psychiatric Hospital on the 30th of October 2023. This case was being investigated by the police and a post-mortem examination was conducted touching the body of the young deceased. We have had regard to the death certificate and post-mortem report, and we have significant concerns regarding the findings outlined in these documents. I see Danny, one second. Hey, Danny. Can you hear me, Danny? Danny. Our specific concern relates to Constable Jamal Wright, who was given various body samples for critical forensic analysis. To date, we have not received any updates or information regarding the progress or results of this analysis. Danny, can you hear me? Young Latifah's case garnered significant public attention due to her status as a patient at the hospital and has become. Danny, can't you guys hear
yeah, you can hear me now, Nikki?
Yes, I was about to say, can't you hear the crickets in the background? Because I can hear you.
Oh, yeah.
What's going
What I
on?
was saying, right, Nikki, these people know exactly what is going on. Birds of a feather flock together, right? All of
Mm,
them, all of them nurses that work that day should have done down a station and get questioning.
mm,
Why would
mm,
you, as a police officer, go up there and ask who worked that day? No, you're supposed to check the schedule and see who worked
mm.
that day.
So
It
just a
seemed that then they, yeah. Sorry about
no,
that. Go
go.
ahead. So what is saying?
No. I was saying
It's
I'll finish off the letter, but you finish what you're saying because you had gotten cut
it
off.
seems like, right, Nikki,
Mm-hmm.
that they're too interested in doing their job. Because if they're not interested, then when they go ask, oh, who worked this thing? No, come, I need to see the logbook for this date
Mm-hmm.
to see who worked that day.
Yeah,
You understand?
of course. I was
Somebody is
reading the letter.
protecting these nurses at Clarevue.
Somebody is, and not only the nurses, because this letter here that I'm reading that was sent to Commissioner Atlee Rodney was sent on the 9th of April, and the letter is asking regarding the forensic
Hmm.
results. Remember, the autopsy says that there's reason to believe there was poisoning, whether chemicals
Hmm.
or otherwise, and they took blood and urine and it was given to one of the police officers. So I see that Wendell
Hmm.
Robinson is writing here on the 9th of April asking for an update on that, as in the official results. Um, he says here
Hmm.
too, we are formally requesting an update on the status of the police investigation into Latifah's death and the findings of the forensic analysis conducted following the post-mortem examination. We expect to hear from you on or before the 18th of April 2024. And let me let you guys know they didn't give a response then either. And up to the time I got this document, which was on the 1st of May or the 2nd, there
Hmm.
wasn't any updated information either, as in the results from that, you know? So everybody is protected, and protected is not even the right word to use, man. Like you said, birds of a feather flock together, so they know that they're not going to be. But I don't even know how to say it, because you can think that you're running and you're hiding, but just God just have a way of exposing. He just have a way
Exposing things, yeah.
of bringing things to the surface. He just have a way of just, you know. So how do you control
And
that? How can you control that?
and remember in the report he was stating she was trying to go outside and sleep in the rain with her blanket and her pillow. Nikki,
Yes.
that pissed me off so much, right? Because I know for a fact that's a lie. I know that's a lie because number one, when it hits like 5:30, 6 o'clock, they lock them in.
Yeah.
Come on, we are not stupid,
Yeah.
and that's not Latifa, right? So meaning know what I'm try to say. When I'm try to come up, when I'm try to give the impression to people, he not gonna work with me because me smarter than the average beer.
But the thing that is painful and scary, Danny, is that hearing these voice notes of how patients are treated and having to clean the compound and wash other patients and feed and carry food and all these different things.
Mm-hmm.
It's scary to think what Latifa experienced, like what really happened to her.
I may tell
What
you, you never know. It could be
though
even more than what are we know. It could be even somebody even sexually harassed Latifah and Ari, and we don't know.
this I'm saying, what really happened, and we don't know, like what happened, and why can't we get any answers?
Listen to me. Latifah died right up at Clarevue, right? And when Clarevue realized that, okay, then this will get picked up, they were trying to make it seem like she died in EMS. The EMS let it be known she didn't die in them. She died up there. Then they were trying to make it seem like she died at the hospital.
Yeah.
Hospital made it be known she didn't die up there. So, because they know what Clarevue was going to try and do. Let it seem like she died at the hospital or
Mm.
on the EMS.
Mhm.
Nikki, let me tell you something, right? A EMS worker was saying they were sedating Latifah for days,
Mm.
right? They were sedating Latifah for days, and it seems like that it seems like that's all they do. When a patient come up there and just start sedate them, and who knows when they're sedating these patients, God alone know what they are doing to these patients secretly.
Yeah.
Because if you can beat a patient so bad to the point that his ribs get damaged and nothing come out of it, nothing come out of it, it get brushed under the rug. Clearly, then no. No matter what I do up here are protected, right? Do you actually
Happened
think
to the
Morrowind do not
family?
know?
What happened to the family of that patient? What
I
happened
don't
to
know.
the
Those people,
families of the
them
patient?
people are like some fool.
Mm-mm.
Nikki, you actually believe Morrowind don't know those things are going on up there. Patients washing patients' skin. Things that he knows. You think he doesn't know? He know. Those old nurses and old doctors need to be fired. All of them need to be fired. Get rid of the dinosaurs and them. They have younger, more advanced people that know better, right? Because if you look sharp, I'm sure some old medication and give the patients and then that people stop use years ago.
Yes, I had Dr. Joseph on that was saying that too. I had Dr. Joseph on saying that. I remember that.
With them people in power, I'm not surprised.
Hmm.
I'm not surprised. Nikki, I do not have any faith in this justice system. May I tell you, I
There's
do
so
not
many
have any
more
faith in this
letters.
justice system.
There's so many more letters that Wendell Robinson is writing letters and nobody responding, writing letters and nobody giving any answers. You know, not even to the family. And Clareview has not come out and said anything, even up to this day.
Nikki, they
Clareview,
know they're being protected. That's the thing. They know they are being protected. And no, okay then. I work for the government. Mother, we're in a part of the government. Nothing will come out to this. This will get brushed up under the rug. They never expect it for pick up like a this. They expect okay Latif for parents and then all. They ain't gonna just moan couple weeks and then that's it. Nobody can talk about it. They didn't expect it to end up on the news. They didn't
hmm.
expect it to get this big. They
Yeah.
didn't expect it. You understand? As I say, Bonnie Wade supposed to down a station for questioning. Cause she Latifah died right in Bonnie Wade's hand.
Hmm. Mm.
Latifah died right in Bonnie Wade's hand. You hear me call she name because I want somebody pan you for know she and tell she yo, Danny call your name. So she start panic and say, yo, okay then. This is serious. You're one mother. And after the nurses are mothers, me sure them a cheat people, pick me like them a dog. When everything start go downhill for I and I suppose it's surprise because I am wicked. Only the Almighty Father can come down and tell me they now bang them patients the daily.
Mm. I can just imagine how they're treated, man. Imagine how the place look. Imagine how the whole. Oh my gosh.
I even believe right they didn't want Latifah to get in communication with her family because they know she could tell us what go on up there. What them a do
Yeah.
she never me want she for talk. I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm telling you. Nikki, it seems like the prisoners and them they jail have it better than the patients in them they Clarevue.
No, even them have it horrible too. You remember when they
But
had the issue with water, and then because they fight
uh-huh.
and kick up because of the water, they cut off the food. They didn't have any food, but it was the Christmas lunch or whatever it was.
Mm-hmm. Nikki, as me tell you, me now make them brush this under the rug. You understand? That student nurse, she was trying to help Latifa. And Bonnie will text you 2 years and see that I come and rock Latifa from the girl and say, oh, that's not how I do it, yeah. Right?
Yeah,
Latifa died right in Bonnie hand, right in a fushy hand. That student nurse needs to be summoned they court for give witness on what happened.
yeah,
You see, none of them now talk. Guarantee everybody can start to everybody under the bus, Nikki, watch. You guys, Danny said that,
yes.
because you really actually think Dr. King gonna take the blame for all this. Hell no. He's gonna throw Peter under the bus, and Peter gonna throw Jenna under the bus, and Jenna gonna throw Tam under the bus, then Tam gonna throw Alexa under the bus. That's what exactly is gonna happen. Bonnie Wade's a nurse. Yes, she's a nurse.
Hmm.
Nobody can stop me from speak the truth. You understand, Nikki? None of them can
Yeah,
stop me from speak the truth. Because if
yeah,
I wouldn't be speaking out so much, mm-mm.
yeah.
Clarevue need to change and need to get rid of them old doctors from up there because me know for a fact. Looking upon them doctors, me know for a fact that there's no new advanced medicine out right now. Rather worse, maybe they know the medicine and them up to date, but what? The government now invest the money to get the better medication and want to give them the leftovers, expired shit that they can get for little and nothing.
Exactly. But I think that's how it is. It's cheaper to buy the older
That's what I'm
medication.
telling you. That's what I'm telling you.
The great knighted one should be dethroned, if that's how we say it. The great knighted one should be dethroned. You
Nikki
know?
and that the Antigua people go for anything, and I see the Antigua people then go for anything, right?
Hmm.
When the time for them fight for what's right, they now fight. Then rather fight and laugh and get together for bash somebody and say go to something, rather than
Mhm.
fight for a
Mhm.
better tomorrow for them.
Yep, you're right about that one. Trust me.
Look what happened to the two chicks, the two girls in them, Bonita and the other girl that was
Yes.
fighting for the rights for
Freedom
them. And you see what
fighters.
happened?
Yep, the freedom fighters.
Them two freedom fighters not supposed to even spend a cent. Because people supposed to put together and help them get money for pay lawyer for whatever the situation was.
Yeah.
But what? Antigua people then do not care. They don't care. They invest so much into minding people business.
Hmm.
If not drama, then they care about it. And the government sitting and watch them. If they act up, give them a free fet, and it's so fast and calm down themselves.
Yeah.
We're not gonna get better in Antigua. Anna, I'll get better. I'm telling you, we're not gonna get better because Anna fight for better. So we're not gonna get better, Nikki. I'm telling you.
I want to play these voice notes again because there might be somebody on here who have not heard it. So we're gonna play it for them. And we trust that in the and Danny, what I'll do is send you these and you can
Uh-huh.
send them. And if there's anybody who wants it from me, I'll send it to you and you can send them. But we're sending this one out that has the change the voice on it. Let's play the longer one first. Let me play the longer one first, guys.
I I listened to the talkings on the compound, and from what I understand from a cleaner that works there, she said the morning a trainee went to assist the young lady, and one of the worker, go by the name of Bonnie Wade, She ended up pulling the girl and I said, oh, I saw her do it here, and I saw her do it here. I was never on the compound, I was off the compound. But hearing about the situation, a good friend of mine was telling me what transpired. So I said, but how then could they rock up the man picking like a that? No. They say, well, the nurse itself dragged the girl from the trainee's hand. The girl neck end up and must have broke her. She had knocked the concrete. She made her last breath in the nurse that pulled her hand. But you see, God now sleep now. God now sleep because you see that same young lady that dead, she could make all of them happy. She can make all of them happy because there is so much things that's carrying on in Clarevue that just goes on there, and it takes a real person to stand up. I'm glad they turn up. Me glad when I hear on the news that y'all suing them, I say them. I said the bad word, yes. I said, Mr. Father, forgive me for saying so, but I'm glad that somebody really had common sense for put them to them places. So what the matron do, she fly out. She's not on island. So the deputy matron left with her. That's just I realized, see, they kept coming there, kept coming there. They even coming to ask me about who worked the shift, the night, and what's not and what's not. I said to him, well, you can't ask me no information because not knowing now when they call this nurse, the same young lady telling me when they call Nurse Simon and tell Nurse Simon the young lady in the damage, or the young lady, they calling out to her to assist them with the young lady. Her response was, make she wait like everybody else because she do something. Then they came out nobody in day. In Clarevue, patients wash patients' skin. Patients feed patients. Patients clean the compound. Patients carry food. There is a lot that's going on in that place and nobody is willing to talk. You see me? And me glad you turn up and not give up. I could have the last boxes for your bottom. Don't give up. They're too wicked in day. They're wicked in day. And the time, full time somebody may put them in them place.
So, in doing my research and preparing for tonight, I found an article on the BBC. That's what I'm saying, BBC, from 8th of April 2017. The BBC did an article, and the headline of that article says, "They will probably die here. Antigua's psychiatric patients' grim future." This is a story, an article from the BBC, April 2017, written by Gemma Handy. And it says, just to give you a little bit, it says, at supper time, the angry rebukes for sluggish behavior appears more suited to a hostel for reprobate teens than a hospital with mental well being at its core. A glance at the evening's mirage, offerings of white bread and saltfish dished out by a frazzled looking nurse suggests one reason for patients' reluctance. The state of Antigua and Barbuda's psychiatric hospital. I can't even see. Why is it saying this? It says it was enough of a feat to get the place an official name, remarks the country's principal psychiatric, Dr. James King, under whose care every one of the Clarevue patients, 130 patients, fall. You mean to tell me 130 patients? That's in 2017, Danny? 130 patients under the care of Dr. James King. What about now? What about now?
What's that, Nikki?
I was saying 130 patients from this article I'm looking at here. It's
Uh
saying
huh.
130 patients from April 2017 was under Dr. James King's responsibility.
Uh
He
huh.
says it was always used to be called the crazy house. What? Stigma surrounding
Yeah, that.
mental health
Yeah.
in the Eastern Caribbean nation, like many of its regional counterparts, runs deep. Patients can languish for decades among Clarevue's confines, where they sleep in sparse dormitories, several behind steel barred doors, and visitors are as rare as running water. I kind of have comments like how Gemma making this article sound, but yeah, I ain't gonna continue
Nikki,
reading it.
you know what I believe. You know what I believe.
Tell me.
When a patient is up there, they don't want visitors to come and see them because they don't want that patient to start saying what they are doing to them. So they try their best to block visitors. If you cough, ask if you can see this, come and visit this person and bring some. Oh, nobody can come and see them. Nobody can come and see them. You like, well, why? They
Hmm.
can't give an answer why, but nobody can come and see them. And listen to this. I heard this since last year. If you bring 5 bottles of water for your relative up there, your relative may only end up getting one or two. Where the other three end up, nobody knows. Nobody knows.
You know, I've been asking people on the ground to go to Clarevue, like we've been making calls and so on, and people have been saying to me that they're saying no, nobody's allowed to come. Nobody's allowed to come. But
I'm gonna
I'm
tell
coming.
you. That's what I'm telling you.
Now let me say it again. I come into Antigua, Clarevue, I come in. Clarevue, me and Nikki come in with my ID. Okay?
Babe, you
Yes.
can put your picture on the wall. That's a no entrance.
They might do a PSA. But I'm coming. I'm so serious. I'm coming. And you see like how the prime minister say he has a information minister now, information commissioner, whatever they call it, the guy Atil, but when you need the information minister, the commission, whatever he's calling himself, no
Hmm.
disrespect intended because I don't know the gentleman, but I come in. So if I need to make my application now to get into Clearview to see what's going on and to give us a
Ah, clear.
walkthrough, see what's going on,
Clear. You not get that. Me, I would like to see you get that walk too.
I come
I would
in.
love to see that. Trust me, you not get that walk. It's gonna be some excuse. Especially if mom will know. Ah, you not get no entry in that place, not you.
Especially if Malwin know. That's funny. But serious business. We need to get people in there. We need to get the media in there. We need to get news people in there. We need to get reporters. We need to get family members in there. We need to get family members who can go in there and be our news reporters. Like, come on.
Yes,
Seriously.
but a lot of these family members need to be checking on their loved ones up there. Do not take no for answer because they never know what they may be going through.
Yeah.
Plus I'm getting to understand that has somebody up a clear view and do why not supposed to they do to the patients and them. And honestly speaking, I won't doubt it. I'm not doubt it, Nikki.
Mm.
I'm not doubting it.
You kind of sound a bit muffled there just now. What are you saying? Say it
Oh, sorry.
again.
I'm saying what is coming to my attention that they have someone at Clarevue that is doing something to the patients that he shouldn't be doing. And you
Well,
never know it could be true.
there was a report on that because the Minister of Health, Sir Malvin Joseph, didn't know about it when we asked him. Actually, I asked him the question at
Ah,
the press
please.
conference. And then when they had the next press conference, but the one in person, where
Mhm.
I had Laura attend, he actually read a report saying that, yes, there were some investigations being done there. And yes, there was a sexual harassment case, and who was the person was sent off and still being investigated and blah blah blah. So
And
I mean, the
uh
worst. We got to be thinking the worst. We got to be thinking the worst now, even more. And you're hearing somebody who's working there, seeing for themselves. The voice notes that we played and been playing tonight is not voice note of somebody who heard something. They're right there. They're in.
Nikki,
They're
and you believe it's the first time something like that happened up there with patients being, whatever. You believe it's,
no,
I don't believe it's the first.
I don't think so. I don't think so. If the culture is the way it is, like Dr. James King said, because I read from his own report what he said earlier. Well, he said it after the Tifa died, and a report was requested of him from the Minister of Health. And that's what he wrote in the report. And he wrote a long epistle of all the challenges that they're facing at the Clarevue. And
Mhm.
has any of those challenges, any of the challenges that he had listed, any has been addressed? You know, is anything improved at Clarevue, like the security with Clarevue? No, because just it's not even 2 weeks we got these voice notes, Danny. It's not even 2 weeks.
Mhm.
So this person is not
Mhm.
telling us stuff that's happening in the past. It's happening. It's
It's
present.
happening,
You know.
and people know it's happening. People know it's happening. I'm telling you. But these people need to understand they have family out there. God not like ugly, right? I have kids, right? And I do other people pick me wickedness, and I forgot I have kids. No,
Yeah,
God really don't like ugly, no, Nikki.
I know.
And karma is really, karma really,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, look for now the rain, the rain happening. Let's see what happened tomorrow when
What happened to Malvin?
you hear about your house get flooded out.
No, when that happened. I'm
You never heard about it, Nikki.
face. Come behave yourself. I'm trying to keep a straight face.
Me not keep no straight face because hear this, a wicked people them be. Karma come in many different ways. You understand?
Okay. Hmm. That is the truth, you know. That is the truth.
Hmm? Hmm. Right,
What?
Nikki?
I hear you. No, I said that is the truth.
It's the truth. Life is a funny thing, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Nikki, I'm gonna tell you, you should be comfortable going to the hospital and have a wonder if you're gonna
Yeah.
make it back out, if somebody feel you're gonna make it back out the next day.
I mean, when the Abbott went into the hospital to do just a regular gallstone, just gallstone,
Uh-huh.
just a gallstone, nothing big. And she didn't walk back out of the hospital.
And the thing is with some of the nurses, right? I'm not gonna say all. I can say all, but I'm not gonna say all. The thing is with some of these nurses, like Nikki, they act like they go work, go model.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they act like their job is to go to work and model for people to see them. When you're up there, they get a stinkiness attitude. But the
Mm-hmm.
need for understand karma is real.
That's true.
People will come out there for health care, and I cheat people like where them come and beg I for some water.
Yes.
Patients will come and clear people for help, and now you bang the patients and them.
Hmm.
Nikki, how would you feel? God forbid you had a child up there, only to find out they have your child washing other patients' skin, feeding other patients, cleaning the yard.
Cleaning the compound. Mm. Cleaning
How
the
would
compound.
you feel? Oh,
I'm actually
oh,
looking for this. I'm looking for this flyer as we're speaking here because Dr. Joseph is a mental health practitioner, and it is Mental Health Awareness Month, and you can get various wristbands to wear to support mental health. And it says for this year's theme, My Mental Health is a Priority. And you can call
mhm,
her office to get the wristbands. And her office is Unit 2A Green Gables Commercial Center. Her telephone number is 562-9581. Again, 562-9581. I'm trying to find the next flyer that she had sent here regarding the mental health program that she has coming up for the month
Nikki,
of May. Yes,
that
Danny.
is so good. That is so good.
Yeah,
This is something a lot of people should get on board with.
yeah. She's been working really, really. I'm looking for her flyer now. Let me see if I can find more. If not, I'll go on my look it here. Yeah, so it says wear green every Friday for the month of May, and the theme is my mental health is a priority. So it's mental health month this month, and we want to remember
Mhm.
Latifa, and we want to remember every individual that have their own unique challenge in whatever way. Because again, your mental health is a priority. If you can't control what's going on up here, you can't control anywhere else. You can't do anything else. So wear green every Friday. Buy a wristband from Dr. Joseph's medical practitioner, her psychiatric outlet. Her telephone number is 562-9581. Again, 562-9581. Guys, reach
One.
out to her. Yeah, reach out to her as much as possible. Share the number, share the live, share the information, because our mental health is our priority. My mental health is my priority. It's our priority. So, Danny, what's our next move, buddy? You know what? I don't even think I should ask you that because you know what's our next move? Just being patient and staying
Patient.
in prayer and staying prayed up because as we stay patient,
Patient.
it's being exposed. Everything is coming together.
Everything is coming together. I'm telling you, it takes time, but everything is coming to the light.
Yeah, it's coming together. Before you go, because I see the time is winding down for us, I wanted you, if you're okay with sharing, to share the little experience that you had. That's not a little experience, but share the experience you had on the day that Latifa's autopsy report was made public. Because remember, we all didn't know anything about it, and we've been trying to get copies.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
That morning for the okay, the morning when the autopsy came out, before it came out, right? I was cleaning. I was cleaning, sweeping out and stuff. Then I heard something fell off of the stand behind me. So when I look back, it was Latifa bracelet fell off of the dresser. How I do not know.
Mm.
So Nicky, I turned around, I took it up and I smiled. I smiled. Put it back on the dresser. Then down in the afternoon now, when the autopsy result came out, I'm like, wow. Hmm,
Yes, man.
you understand?
She needs justice. Her life just
She's
can't
gonna get justice.
just go like that.
Nikki,
It just
I
stays so.
believe, I believe, I believe they was trying to stall as long as possible before
Mhm.
making the autopsy public. I believe that.
Yeah, yeah.
I believe that. I strongly believe that.
I mean, expect the pathologist is saying that they suspect poisoning. So blood
Mm.
and urine was taken to check the levels, but the result has not been given. So are they going to say that they misplaced it? She's already buried. How are we going to get second samples or
Let's
anything?
see. If they say they misplaced it, you know for a fact that's something they did on purpose.
Mm.
Did you hear me tell them I don't trust none of them people? I don't trust none of them, and I have no faith in this justice system.
But even
Because
Wendell
if you are per
letters too. Even Wendell was asking for follow up. So I hear you for sure.
I don't trust none of them. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Hmm.
All of a sudden now, police investigating this, police investigating that, police investigating this. I'm like,
Mhm.
wow, I start a lot of investigating now, man.
I mean, for
Hmm.
Manny James, is the police still investigating Manny James too? Because we haven't heard anything on that either. And Manny James hasn't been buried as yet. That's the incident with the police and no guns. They didn't find any guns on him or in his vehicle, but they shot him.
Oh,
Yeah, Manny James. So, Danny, I know that, this is not easy for you. It hasn't been easy, but you've been very strong. And I really want to commend you for your strength and for your tenacity and for your patience and most of all for your faith, because without your faith, you wouldn't have been coming this far, being able to deal with what you're dealing with, getting from day to day. And without faith again, the Most High God wouldn't be putting this information before us, giving us information. We're not being left in the dark. I guess that's what the other side hoping to happen, but that's not happening. It hasn't been
You
happening.
you want me to tell you when was the hardest time for me, Nikki?
Tell
When
me.
I was packing all of her clothes and her bags to put in
Mm,
the bottom of the casket. That was the hardest part of it.
mm-hmm.
Having to pack all of her things, seeing them packing them so they could be put in the, that was the most hardest part. I must say some, like, even the kind of hate and anger that come over me towards these people in Clarevue, right?
Yeah.
But what?
And
I'm smarter than that. I know, right? Everything will come to light. God will bring everything to the light because He's already bringing it to light.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I'm sorry you're going
Ev-
through that, and even to having to have that experience. Mm, it's serious, man.
Sometimes
Everybody's
when I
going
pray, when I pray every day, I still talk to Latif every day when I'm praying.
through.
No, I'm not going to be afraid to say it. Yes, I talk to her when I'm praying. Make sure you watch over your parents.
Hmm. Yeah.
Because Nikki Latifi is one of the most sweetest, loving person I ever meet. But never hear Latifa speak bad about anyone, speak negative about anyone.
Mm,
It's always our love, positivity with her towards everybody.
mm-hmm.
You understand? For this to happen, nobody deserves to die like this.
Yes, you're right. Nobody, and especially
And
her, man.
and that's why I'm still a little upset with her mom. Because she's supposed to be speaking out too.
Yes.
What if I wasn't so vocal? Clive, you'd fall right into the trap that Clive you want you to fall right into. Nobody
Yeah,
gonna know, so nobody gonna say nothing.
that's true.
You know how it feels, Nikki? It's their only child that was supposed to be able to take care of her parents.
And her dad is sick at the moment.
That's what I'm saying.
Out on her mom.
But you see, they don't care. Those people that clearly don't care. Now, if somebody, right, get so tired of them and go up there and start do something to the workers and them now, they're gonna say, "Oh, no, don't, no, no, you can't take things in your hand like that."
But I pray not.
Everybody have a limit.
I know, but I would pray not, because two wrongs can't make a right.
Can't make a right. Yes, two wrongs don't make a right.
I wouldn't, because I mean, some of the patients are up there. Some of them, or all of them, need help. They need to be watched over. They need to be cared for.
But Nikki, think about it. If the patients go up there and getting cheat like this, what think gonna happen? They're not gonna want to be upset. They're gonna rather step on the streets with their
Exactly.
problem than go up there knowing that they're gonna feel like they're in a jail, like get beat,
Yeah.
by people that's supposed to take care of them.
True.
Remember when I start speak up first, every time I post about Clarevue, then report my post, then report everything I post about Clarevue.
Mhm. Mhm.
So I know, okay, then either somebody that work up there, somebody family that work up there keep reporting my posts is about Clarevue,
Yeah.
you know?
Hmm.
And it's sad. It is sad.
We need to get the other families speaking. Let them know that we can change their audio, change their voice, whatever. Keep the video off.
S-
Whatever we need to do.
Something
We can speak.
something wrong with them people. Something wrong with them people. Because I don't understand how
Mhm.
Nikki, I'm telling you, that thief is not the first and the only person that die up there. I just make sure I say to myself, I'm not gonna make this slide. But now
Yeah.
make them brush this under the rug like the rest of them they try to brush under the rug. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
It is not going to happen. You in a facility like that, you're supposed to be able to get up in the morning, stretch, go outside, go stand. You're not supposed to wait for somebody to come open your door like you an animal in a cage.
Yeah.
No. So it seems that no matter the problem you have, and you're up there in the class, you as crazy, insane. So then treat you like you're insane, they want to lock you down like you're an animal. It's not right.
You're right. They need an upgrade. They need some teaching, some training. They need to understand some
Upgrade,
information,
then
understand
need to get fired. Some of them need to get fired and sent home. That's what they need to get. Bring in fresh, new, updated people.
what mental health is, you know, and be compassionate and be understanding, man. Just show some compassion and stop sending all the rejects up there to work, because that's basically what James King's report said that I read, is the rejects of the
let,
ministry.
let,
That's what he
let,
said.
let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, right? He maybe for intentions, you know what? Me can sell them out secretly and safe for myself. You understand? And you never expect the public to see the report. You understand? That's exactly what happened. You never expect the public to get the report.
He thought it's just him and the matron
Yes,
no,
yes.
we did it.
That's what you expect.
Mm.
You
Well,
understand?
too bad. We know.
That's what you expected.
We know what's going on. We're on to y'all. But Danny, we have to wrap up. I really would want to know those individuals if they're interested in talking to us, those different families, even the young lady's family, that the one that ate, went to bed, and they said that she choked on her food or something like that.
That's
Um,
what I'm saying. Choke on her food.
yeah, we need to get more people speaking out, you know, and as more information come, we're going to bring more information to the public. Still have not been
Trust
able
me.
to lock down a doctor as yet to read this autopsy report for us, because you guys know I've been really out of it, really sick for a couple of days, well, more than a couple of days, and then just having the birthday first live, getting back into it. We're definitely going to get a doctor to come and break it down, like give them the autopsy report and have them explain it to us, explain different things so we can understand. And I guess on the position of the different of the blunt force trauma, they can tell us from what side and angles and different things. I'm looking forward to us doing that. And
And
when Wendell Robinson, sorry, is available, we'll get him to come and speak with us.
yeah, another thing was on my mind, Nikki. A facility like that's supposed to have cameras. Why doesn't Clarevue have cameras?
Yes, that's a
Think
good.
about it. Think about it, because they don't want nobody to see the wickedness that them a do.
That's a good point. Especially for the safety of the patients and the staff, they should have cameras. They should have cameras.
Nikki, they know the reason why no cameras is up there. They know. A
Hmm.
place like that should have cameras. A camera should be pointing to all of the room to see who go in the room, who
Hmm.
coming out of the room.
Yes.
Because think about this. Imagine you sedating a patient, and then one of the male workers in there can go in there and do as he please to the patient and them.
Yes, you're right. That's possible.
It's possible.
I mean, this whole the sexual harassment situation too, it happened at Clarevue. So it's not
Because
impossible.
you think during the night the nurses and them get up and they go check on the patient. No, all of them sit down on their phone. I watch for them watch and mind people business and laugh and they giggle.
Hmm.
They don't care.
Hmm.
Yeah, a place like should have cameras. Why it doesn't have cameras? Why?
Yeah. Let's see if we're going to get another press conference. But they did say, I think Ambassador Harris did say that they're not addressing anything that's before the courts. I guess because this whole thing now is gone further. And I don't think they expected it to go to the lengths that it's happening right now. I don't think they expect it.
But Nikki, you cannot be cheating people, elderly parents like that, people, kids that have mental problems like that, and you're a mother. Because
Mm-hmm.
anything can happen down the road where you end up in this situation and you need help from people. Your kids
Exactly.
end up in this situation and you carry your kids the hospital for get help. And I don't want to see nobody cheat a child like that. So why are you at your workplace cheating people like that?
Exactly.
And as I see, they have mental problems. Suppose the people end up and come out now upon the road and they see you. And they
Mm-hmm.
can't hold in the anger for the anger they have for you because they remember what you do to them. And do
Mm-hmm.
you something in the streets now? Oh, they're crazy. That's why they do that, not even knowing. Then they abuse that person now, and that person see them and get in a rage.
Mm-hmm.
Think about what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's not saying that I want that to happen, Nikki. I'm just saying it can happen.
I understand what you're saying for sure. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, it can happen.
Yes, we need to do
And
more.
this is just another step forward, Nikki, because I'm telling you, more is gonna be coming to the light. I'm telling you.
Hmm. And we're going to expose them. We're going to expose them. We're going to put them out there. We're going to expose them. No apologies, no bias, no agenda, just facts.
Nope.
Mental health is real. You know, it is our priority. It is real. And the government should be paying more attention.
No.
We
Nope.
still
They're
need
not
an
making. Remember,
the
Nikki, they're not making any money from Clarevue, so they don't care about Clarevue.
making money. I saw a post on social media just a couple of days ago where a woman said that she was walking in the street. She saw this crazy person with a big stone in their hands, and the person then the crazy person, well, we don't even want to say it like that. The mentally challenged person threw the stone at her. And she said if she didn't move out of the way, she would have been really damaged. And she said she ran down the street and she was so scared. These people need to be taken off the street. They need help. A lot of people are
Yeah.
a lot of people are going through so much. And even if you see that somebody's just uneasy or whatever, I mean, just I don't know. I'm not a mental health expert, but I just know that
Expert. Yeah.
people are in need and people need help. People need somebody to talk to. People need a hug. People need a meal. People need, advice. People need somebody to talk to. People need people. No man is an island. No man is an
Yeah,
island,
but
you know?
some people had stuck so far up their ass for Nikki. They think as soon as you come to them to talk to them about a problem, like example, you're suffering from a mental health and you try to reach out to somebody to speak to them about it. I
Mm-hmm.
like them want to scan you because they
Mm-hmm.
have a mental. There's so much people out there that suffers with mental and you don't even know. You won't
But
even know.
this is the same. That is true. And like you said it with Latifa, you wouldn't have known. If you didn't say, you wouldn't have known. And with Audley's comment here, Audley says the stigma that we all have towards those with mental illness must change. Mental illness need not to be permanent once proper care and attention is given to the patients. Sadly, view is treated like a dump for people. I think it may be Clarevue you meant. Sadly, Clarevue is treated like a dump for people with mental illness. Patients go there and it's further downhill. The way we treat the mentally ill, the elderly, and even children is a reflection of us as a nation. Very, very sad indeed. And it is true. It is a reflection of
Yeah,
the leadership
it
of
is
the country.
true.
It is a reflection of the leadership of the country. The lack of the water is a reflection of the leadership of the country. Duh. If we were doing a good job, we'd have more water. The amount of mentally challenged people we have on the streets now after COVID. I mean,
Me even believe, me even believe now some mentally challenged people in the parliament too. Me tell you,
they need help too.
them themselves need help too. Me tell you,
They need help too. They need a special kind of help, a different kind of help. But Danny, we have to wrap up. Guys, we have to wrap up. I just
All
had
right,
to
Nikki.
come for us to bring these voice notes because, man, wow. And it's not like it's hearsay. That person that
Nope.
recounted what was said is basically saying, to some extent, exactly what is in Dr. James King's report with regards to what happened,
Report. Yeah.
a trainee and the other nurse and all that, you know? And that's a good question. Do they even care about anybody else's well being? They don't. They don't.
They
It's
don't.
all
Long
self.
as them
All.
get them pay more time, I don't want to care about.
But even if Sir Marvin Joseph was honest and sincere, he could have gone to Latifah's funeral. He didn't even go to her funeral.
Ta,
And he's crying
he
on
wasn't sincere.
national television
He wasn't
telling me,
sincere.
you know, this is hard for me too. Family. And then he looks over to the camera and then he looks back at me. Like he looked at the cameraman and said, cut. And then it is so hard for me to cut, you know? Yes, but Latifah girl, your life ain't gonna just go just like that, girl. Trust me. Trust your fiance. Trust me. Trust the public. Trust your parents. It's not gonna go down just like that. We shouldn't allow it to. We shouldn't allow it to. And it's not going to.
No, somebody can start sing, man. When they realize
Mm.
this person threw them under the bus, then they start to each other under the bus. I'm telling you.
Causing confusion in
I'm
their
telling
own
you.
camp. That's it. Causing confusion in their
Because
own camp.
they know that they're being protected, Nikki. I'm telling you, it's not no if but now maybe.
Hmm.
They know they're
Hmm.
being protected.
You see, we still have more to cover because we have so many other stories. Individuals have reached out to me regarding construction. Somebody reached out to me regarding an old place where I worked, and they were assaulted at one of the staff parties. Um, another person reached out for another. I'm trying to remember what was the other thing that the person messaged about. Um, so there's quite a few interviews that I do need to line up. And I also want to do something as in a check-in because we're about to enter into the 6th month. And for those individuals that we have spoken to over the past months since the year began and covering their stories and even their triumph, we want to be able to bring it here on the platform too. So we're working on it, we're doing all that, and we're doing lots more. But for now, we got to do some sleep because it's 3 o'clock in the
Yeah,
morning. 3:09 in the morning. Danny, again, I just want to say stay strong, stay prayed up, stay focused, stay being you and doing you, and use your platform, use your voice, let your voice be heard. And that's what you've been doing, let our voices be heard. That's a must.
that's a must, Nikki.
That's a must. So we're doing it
Because
together.
they didn't expect, right, me to be speaking out so much.
Mm,
Didn't expect that.
yeah, that's true. That's true. So, guys,
You
we
understand?
are
But
going to
Nikki,
go. I'm gonna email you those voice notes, Danny. The one that we did over, in case anybody's asking you for those, and anybody asking me for it too. I have it, and we can send it to them, so they can send it around.
okay,
Yeah.
but anyways, Nikki, I'm gonna jump off now. So enjoy the rest of your night. Well, the rest of your morning, I should say.
And I'm going to message you. We can talk via WhatsApp.
All right.
All right, cool. Bless. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap up. I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you for joining me again tonight here on Phoenix Free Press. Come speak your truth with me. I'm not going to say your girl now, I just had a birthday. I'm a lady. Okay. So I'm not going to say, hey, it's your girl, Nikki Phoenix. I'm going to be like, hey, it's your big lady. No, well, am I big? I'm like 4 feet, 11 inches. Hey, it's your lady. It's Lady Nikki Phoenix. How you guys doing? Again, thank you, thank you, thank you for all the birthday love. Man, the birthday love was a lot. A lot of rain, a lot of love, a lot of Facebook posts and comments. I want to thank you guys so much. I want to thank you, Tinde Grant in Guyana. She took some children from two different families, took them out to have some chicken and chips and some ice cream, and she bought a cake. And she had one of the girls wear the sash saying happy birthday. I have a video. I didn't even get a chance to upload the video here. It looks so nice. The children look so happy on my birthday. To buy someone a coffee, do something unique for my birthday. Yes. Yes. It was so cool. And if you guys want to do that too, of course you can. Think of some unique way that you can celebrate your birthday and have others celebrate with you. On June 13th, if you're here in the UK or you're going to get here in the UK, it's going to be Wings of Charity. Now, I'm just showing you the Wings of Charity 5. This Wings of Charity 5. Where did we have this one? This one was at, I think this one was at Lancaster Hotel, if I can remember, here in the UK. And then Wings of Charity 6, which was last year. Wings of Charity 6 was at the Dorchester Hotel, child. The Dorchester Hotel, child. And it's going to be at the Dorchester Hotel again this year. So June 13th, Wings of Charity 7 is happening right here in the UK. Halo Foundation, Lady Sandra Williams, and the Governor General of Antigua and Barbuda, that's the non-profit organization. There's about 35 organizations under the umbrella of Halo. My organization, Women of Esteem, is one of them. And we've been so for a number of years, since about 2016, 2015, thereabout. And we are beyond grateful, beyond grateful. So we're sending much love to Lady Sandra Williams and Governor General Sir Rodney Williams. I'm sending love to all of my Halo people. I'm sending love to Women of Esteem and Camp Go Girl and Free Press 268 and Come Speak Your Truth, Phoenix Free Press, Lady Nikki Phoenix. I'm sending love to everybody. Thank you. Thank you for all the love, all the support, all the encouragement, all the good prayers, because we don't take negative prayers. We take good prayers and blessings. I've been doing a lot of praying, I've been doing a lot of writing, and there's a reason why I say good prayers. So thank you guys. Thank you for the love. I need a better time schedule, as I've been telling you guys, because I need to manage my time better. That's what I need to do. I really need to manage the time better. It's 24 hours. Everybody gets 24 hours. It's how you use your 24 hours. And that's all. That is so. So I said cheers to you. Have a great night. Much love. Blessings. Take care, guys. Catch you later. It will be great. I'll catch you later. Come on.